In the United States alone, from 2009, nearly 3.5 million people experience homelessness annually. Forty-one percent of the total homeless population consists of families. In fact, they are the fastest growing segment, with over 600,000 families experiencing homelessness every year. Every year, nearly 2.5 million children experience homelessness. Making up the majority of the entire homeless population. Overall, homeless children are more susceptible to physical, mental, and academic issues. Homelessness can result in low birth weight in infants, malnutrition, and the development of chronic illnesses such as asthma. They are also more likely to suffer from mental health issues such as depression, chronic stress, anxiety, and can even develop post-traumatic stress disorder. Homeless children also have poorer academic achievement, often suffering from learning disabilities. Grade repeats and suspensions are also more common. In terms of homelessness, Ohio is the 5th worst state for child well-being. Nearly 48,000 children experience homelessness, and there is yet to be any implementation of assistance to children and families. In order to truly combat family homelessness within Ohio, individualistic approaches must be used, and that is exactly what Family Promise does. For nearly a decade, this nonprofit of Summit County has aided in alleviating family homelessness by working one-on-one with the families.
Family Promise of Summit County is an innovative nonprofit that works with homeless families to help them stay together through an episode of homelessness and achieve sustainable independence.
Family Promise assists families in need by working with local host churches to provide a temporary place to stay every night. The families eat dinner and breakfast at the church, and then they go back to the Family Promise facility for the day. The Family Promise facility acts as a command center, giving the families access to everything they need to go about their day as normally as possible. Each family has access to a washing machine, a computer, a kitchen, and even a personal room to leave their belongings in. During a family stay in the Family Promise program, a caseworker will work closely with the family to identify the family's strengths and weaknesses, and to create a plan to help them become self-sufficient once more. Upon exiting the program, the family is given many of the basic necessities and household items needed to help get them on their feet. These supplies are provided by the Going Home, Staying Home program.
Going home, staying home is a very important component of what Family Promise does. After the families leave the emergency shelter program, they often do not have the resources to get all of the household items and supplies they would like. Things such as pots and pans, bedding, appliances, and cleaning products are all needed when moving into a new home. Through the Going Home, Staying Home program, Family Promise is able to provide many of these things. Additionally, a caseworker will follow the family for up to a year after their shelter stay to make sure they are on the right track.
While making sure the family is safe is certainly a priority, an issue that many families run into is not being able to take their pets with them into the shelter. Being homeless is a big enough burden to bear for any family, and having to give up a pet to move into a shelter is a step that some are just not willing to take. This all came to an end on August 12, 2014, when PetSmart partnered with Family Promise to create kennels in the Family Promise facility. Family Promise now accepts even the furry members of the family. This new addition to the quality care that Family Promise offers is a most welcome change, and it will continue to bring much joy in a time that it is difficult to see the light. Family Promise sets itself apart from other homeless shelters by being the only shelter that will take the whole family, regardless of what it looks like. If there is a grandparent, father, and son, it doesn't make a difference. It's still a family. There are many shelters that will take women and children, but men have very limited options when it comes to finding help and a place to stay. Being a shelter that men have access to makes Family Promise an excellent resource in Summit County. Family Promise also operates at 1/3 less of the cost of a traditional shelter. They are able to do this through the generosity and dedication of the volunteers and local host congregations. Every dollar donated is matched by more than $3 of in-kind goods and services.
From 2009 to 2013, Family Promise was able to help 164 families, including 386 children. Over the past few years, 90% of these families have been successfully placed into housing. This year, Family Promise has already served 30 families, and they are on track to serve even more before the end of the year. At the core of Family Promise and all the good that they do, there are ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things with their time and money. No amount of help is too small. Even the smallest things can make a huge impact in the life of a homeless family.